weekend. Now we enter straight into the second segment, which is the sports, and we are looking at the fixtures, the games that are going to be played today as well as tomorrow. Remember, if you have been following this particular show, I've been here each and every weekend to give you the fixtures of the games that are going to be played as far as the Zambia Super League is concerned. So today there are some games that are going to be played, and guess what? Today happens to be the finale where the week 34 games rather are going to be played, and thereafter the coronation of the newly championed, yes, 7-time champion, powerful Power Dynamos is going to be done right here in Lusaka, in Charleston, to be specific, in Koloma Stadium. That's where the big day is going to be. But for now, let's look at what is happening in the National League. We look at the fixtures that are going to be coming. National League, they are going to be playing tomorrow, and the games that are going to be played are as follows. Yes, we are going to have Trident, who are the captain. Others pronounce it Trident, Tringent, whichever way, as long as you know the team that I'm talking about, all the way from northwestern province, Solwezi, somewhere there. We'll be taking on Jumuro. Remember, all the games are going to be played simultaneously at the same time, so which is 15 hours Zambian time. So wherever you are going to be watching these games from, just know that on the other side, the other games are going to be played, and it will be winner Alira, winner Aseka, because the issue here, especially in the National League, is on the top. We look at the table. If you look at the table where Trident is standing, they are comfortably, they've won promotion, and tomorrow they are going to be crowned and given that trophy which they deservedly, having put in a lot of work to ensure that they remain on top of the table until the end of the season. Other teams topped up temporarily, but Trident moved there, and they made sure today they are going to be celebrated as the champions of the National League, and coming into the Super League come next season with a positive vibe, with a positive point, no negotiation. All right, so that will be the game that will be played. I wanted to say the first game, but all the games are going to be played the same time, which is 15 hours. So there's nothing like the first game. All right. So Kafue Celtic, City of Lusaka. Yes, City of Lusaka. Before I even go to the table, I think let me go to the table so that you get to understand how important the games that are going to be played tomorrow are. If you look at City of Lusaka, where they are standing on the table, City Yamoto, City Obeba, they are standing on number 5. Okay, so on number 1, we've got Trident with 62 points. These are comfortably sitting. All right, Conqueror Blades with 57 points. No matter what happens, Conqueror Blades cannot, nothing can be done for them. Already promotion has been ended. Now the drama starts where Mutondo Stars is on 55 points. Okay, mark that. And City of Lusaka are on 53 points. Mufrida Wanderers, who are on number 4, Pakali Tente. Yes, Mighty Awina Chunguro. I don't know whether it's going to happen tomorrow, because Mighty, they just need to win this particular fixture. And guess what? The team they are playing is Conqueror Blades. And if you look at the head-to-head record with Mighty versus Conqueror Blades, you realize that Mighty most of the time has been the victim. But are they going to turn the tables down? Let's wait and see. The game is on tomorrow. So if you look at Mufrida Wanderers, where they are standing is on 54 points. Okay, and City of Lusaka on number 5 with 53 points. So it means 1 point difference. Should Mighty Mufrida Wanderers lose this particular game and the City of Lusaka win, they are going to lose out the promotion. Remember, it has happened this is not the first time that Mighty Mufrida Wanderers has come close to winning promotion into the Super League, and things just go either ways, especially during the last game. So should Mighty sleep at the hands of Concordia Blades, we are going to see City of Lusaka coming into the Super League come next season, and they've been consistent. Their opponent is Kafue Celtic, who have been relegated to playing provincial games right here in the capital city, Lusaka. So that's how the drama is when it comes to the National League. Now, however, let me continue with the rest of the fixtures. Like I said, Mufrida Wanderers will be at home, Shinde Stadium, Pakalitente, and I believe it's going to be packed because this game means so much for them. Should they lose, they are going to be crying, and they are going to be missing out the promotion for next season. So Concordia Blades, it is the opponents who are coming at Shinde Stadium. However, we continue. Aguila Stars, yes, will be taking on Pulungu Haba. Yes, the Aguila Stars will be at home right there in the northwestern province. Kafue Eagles will be at home expecting the visit of Atletico, yes, and Zesco Malaiti Rangers will be at home also expecting the visit of Indeni. Livingstone Pirates, Kitwe United, they are going to battle it out, and Bats versus Lusaka Dynamos, who are being relegated also. Now Mutondo Stars, they are going to battle it out with Young Buffaloes. If you look at where Mutondo is, you realize that Mutondo Stars has got 55 points, and if City of Lusaka managed to collect maximum point, which is 3 points, it will bring them to 56, and the Mufrida Wanderers, should they win, it will take them to 57. Therefore, even Mutondo Stars are not safe. They have to win their final fixture tomorrow. Now let's turn our attention to the mighty Zambia Super League, where everything are going to be closing down. The curtains are closing down. It has been an interesting season so far. I've followed all the 34 games right here, and I've been consistent updating you about the games that have been played right here in our own Super League. And today is the finale, where we get to see and say goodbye to the 2022-2023 season, and Powerful Power Dynamos are already the champions. Sinkanyo Bisa, we already know who the champions are. Now let's look at the fixture, so that those of you, wherever you are watching me from, you should know the games that are being played in your province, or be it in your district, wherever you are watching me from, so that you can get to go and watch these games. And remember, the Zambia Super League games are being played today, yes, simultaneously, again 15 hours Zambian time. So all the games, you have to make sure that you go to the stadium as early as enough, so that you get to watch. Now the drama shifts here. In the National League, the drama is at the top. Now in the Zambia Super League, the drama is at the bottom of the table, where there is a relegation battle. Most of the teams are fighting, to remain into the Super League. 2 teams already confirmed relegated, but 2 teams again still have hope. 3 teams, in fact, they are battling it out this afternoon to survive and to continue playing top flight football, which is the Zambia Super League. Let me give you the fixtures, and we quickly look at the table, how the things looks like. All right, so Red Arrows will be at home awaiting the visit of Powerful Power Dynamos, and today this is the game where the coronation of the champion for the 2022-2023 season is going to be done. So it has to be a colorful stadium, and I'm aware that Powerful Power Dynamos have arranged for their soccer fans, to come to the capital city, so that they make Red Arrows yellow, so that as they are being crowned champions, it should look as if they are playing at home. All right, I can't wait to see, and I guess that's where I'm going to be. Not I guess, that's where I'm going to be, because I have to see the champions being crowned today. All right, Lumana Legends will be at home awaiting the elegant Dynamax, which is FC Muza, all the way from Mazabuka. The Rosa is in Northwestern Province, and Rumana Radiance, it is the opponents. And I hope FC Muza continue to finish on top. And Green Buffaloes will take on Zanaco. This game will be played at Woodlands Stadium today. Remember, Green Buffaloes have been using Edwin Imboela as their home ground, but however, due to some issues, Woodlands Stadium is going to be the venue for this particular fixture. Nkwazi, yes, not really due to some issues. Nkwazi are going to be using Edwin Imboela to host the home game. So as a result, Green Buffaloes are going to be using Woodlands Stadium. Remember, Green Buffaloes and Nkwazi, they've been using Edwin Imboela as their home ground. Now today that they are playing two games and at the same time, so one of them has to move, and that is Green Buffaloes versus Zanaco at Woodlands Stadium. So if you are in Challenge Woodlands somewhere there is a game that you have to watch at Woodlands Stadium. All right, Chambishi versus Buttecon. Buttecon have already been confirmed relegated. This is the teams that this is the relegated battle. Yes, the relegated battle, because Chambishi have also been relegated. Buttecon have been relegated. So it's a relegated battle, and it has no much of sparks to look out for. Prison Leopards will take on NAPSA Stars. So NAPSA Stars are already in the Central Province, to be specific. Kabwe, my people in Kabwe, there is a game for you. You have to make sure you go and see your team, Prison Leopards in Ghana. Yes, they'll be at home waiting for the visit of Kansashi Dynamos, and Forest Rangers will lock horns with Zesco United, Timu Yaziko, who have done so well this particular season, just missing out on the continental slot right there due to some, inconsistency when it comes to form. So the teams that are fighting for relegation in the Zambia Super League as follows: we've got Nchanga Rangers, we've got Nkwazi, and those are the teams basically who are fighting for the relegation battle. Their lives really depends on today's results. It's going to be interesting to see who is going to be surviving. Remember, like I said, it will be winner Alira, winner Aseka. So it depends where your team is, and I hope they are going to do what is needful to ensure that they survive being relegated from the top flight football. Now, let's cross the borders. We look at the big one, which is happening in England. I almost said right here in England. Right. So let's look at what is happening, because I feel sometimes when I talk about English football, it feels like those are the home teams, and most of us, those of you that follow normally European competitions, they tend to support more of the English team, and as a result, I guess this is why sometimes I get so excited when we talk about the English Premiership football. But remember, local is always lacquer. Today the big one is on Manchester United. It's a Manchester derby. It's a Manchester game. Yes, the two Manchesters are going to be fighting for that particular title. But before we go to England, let's look at what is happening. Some of the last games that are going to be played. Remember, the leagues are coming to a close in most of the country. Talk of La Liga, which came to a close. Most of the games were played, and right now, Italy, Serie A, that's where some games are still remaining. And Torino will take on Inter at 18:30. That is today, Zambian time. Cremosa will take on Sauntina at 21 hours Zambian time. So you have to make sure you mark your calendars. Again, still at 21 hours, Empoli takes on Lazio. It will be interesting to see this particular game. All right, now in the English Premiership League, let me just say in England, there will be the FA Cup final between Manchester City and Manchester United. Quickly, as I'm winding up, let's look at the head-to-head record for both teams this These are the teams that have been locking horns for quite some times, and when we talk about the noise neighbors, it's always interesting to see. So Manchester United have got in total 22 wins and one better than Manchester City in the last meetings that they've made, and 6 draws they've been recorded between the two teams. So today, if you look at the head-to-head records and the form which the two teams currently have, you realize that Manchester City have got a proper squad, and it's a team which is in top form. If you look at the trophies that they've won this particular season, Manchester United, they've got the Carabao Cup in their display, in their cupboard. They've got the Carabao Cup. Manchester City on the other side have got the big one, which is the EPL, the English Premiership League title already. Now, who wants it badly for this particular FA Cup champion final? You realize that it is Manchester United. Now, if you look at Manchester City, where they are standing, and if we compare player for player, you realize that Manchester City has got a lot of talent, but however, we cannot take out anything from Manchester United. They've got still their players that do score goals for them in the name of Rashford, also Anton Martial. Those are some of the options that Manchester United are going to be looking at to ensure that they collect maximum points. Just a brief, January, when the two teams met, Manchester United stood as the favorite by beating Manchester City 2-1, and Manchester, that was in the year 2022, yes, back-to-back season. Manchester City beat Manchester United by 6-3. All right, and we come to another 2022. Manchester City beat Manchester United by 4-1. Manchester City lost by 2-0. That is in 2021. So interesting fixtures, going down until up to 2019. You realize this particular season, this particular league, it has been a fair result. They both won at their home ground. So Manchester City beat Manchester United 6-3 at their home ground. Manchester United beat Manchester City at their home ground by 2-1. All right, so that's how it is. But today it's a different ball games. A final can go either way. However, today one winner must emerge in that particular fixture. Go to our page and simply let us know who do you think is going to carry the day between Manchester United and Manchester City. Who knows? You can stand something to win right there. It's just a surprise. Who knows? KBN TV is full of surprises. All right, on that note, come to the end of the sports segment. Coming up straight, going into the interview, I'll be chatting with the first guest that we have already in the studios. Remember, like I said, it's a fully packed. So don't go anywhere. Don't miss anything for anything. KBN TV, we are the finest television.